Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers, and welcome to Floofers Weekly Rando. Apologies for my absence last week. That whole medical situation that I mentioned the week prior actually came back with a vengeance, and I was incapacitated more or less all that week, which is great, but I don't know if it's completely past or not at this point, but I am basically 100% better at this point and ready to go ahead. And I'm actually going to give the basically today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask crossover rando another try. And this time I have taken precautions to basically help with my sanity and make this not necessarily easy to get through, but more tolerable, I guess. Essentially what I've done was I did what I should have done the previous attempt, and I have taken all of the mini games that require archery, like range stuff, like the I basically taken them out and made them trash dumps, so they'll just have stuff like, you know, blue rupees and stuff for prizes, so I don't have to worry about any of the archery mini games, the horseback archery, shooting galleries. I also kept the fishing off as well because I don't like the fishing. I did leave the honey and darling stuff. I don't know exactly how that works. I don't know if I have to do all three. But if any archery, if I have to do anything on the third day, which is like the archery course, it is a lot easier to handle because you're essentially just like sitting in one place and like aiming up and down and shooting at the targets, and it's not nearly as big a deal as like the town shooting gallery or the swamp shooting gallery. So I've taken those out completely, and I don't think I've really messed with anything else. I think pretty much everything else is straightforward. So let me go ahead and get my trackers and everything up front and center here. I'm going to start off in this one. Also, let me get my emulator window here, and we're pretty much ready to go. So for those of you who didn't catch the last video I did for this, where I spent like half of it trying to kill Dodongos as a Zora, essentially what this is it's a crossover rando. Crossover randos are nothing new. The more popular ones that you'll see are ones that cross over Zelda and Metroid. So there's one for The Legend of Zelda and Metroid on the NES. There's also one for Link to the Past and Super Metroid, which is incredibly popular. And this is one that, I don't know how long it's been around, but I first heard of this like maybe a month or two ago. This is one that crosses over Ocarina of Time with Majora's Mask, and the objective of the entirety of the game, at least the way I have it set up, I have to defeat both Majora and Ganon. I need to get all of the Sage Medallions in order to access Ganon, and I need to get all of the Majora's Mask boss remains in order to access Majora, or basically the moon. I don't know if this is... no, okay. But yeah, I can access I can access Future Hyrule as soon as I find the Master Sword. And I believe once I have the Song of Time and the Ocarina, it turns out that I don't need the Ocarina of Time. The Fairy Ocarina will suffice. But I need to have the Song of Time and the Master Sword in order to be able to access Future Hyrule. And in order to access, I don't think I need anything special to access Termina, as far as I remember. I just need to go into the Happy Mask Salesman, the Happy Mask Shop, when it's open, which is during the day, and it'll basically take me straight to the clock tower in Clock Town. And it's just that I won't be able to do too terribly much in Termina until I have the Song of Time and Ocarina for Majora's Mask, because otherwise I can't reset time. I'd also found out that they'd done some they'd done some stuff regarding saves and such. Basically, you can save in different ways. You don't necessarily have to travel back in time. I found that out in between sessions. The second session of which, if you've been keeping up, I did not end up keeping as a video because I ran into trouble really being able to do anything with the archery minigames, which I found out were in logic. And it mainly comes down to the controls. Oh, what the hell? Now, I do know that there was a setting that was in there by default. I don't know if that was there before, but there is a setting that says chess match, like the kind of items that you get. So most of these small chests are going to have like nothing in them that I need. I mean, that's got a lot of money for me there, but I don't have a big enough wallet. Oh, I also did, one of the things I did check off was, I don't know if it was available before, but there are colossal wallets that you can check off, so I can get 999 capacity wallets for both games. Now, what's in here? Lens of Truth. Okay. That's something, I suppose. So I should probably... just like mark these out. Just give me one moment. I'm gonna take a light. I don't know why the shooting. Oh yeah, the shooting galleries you can just do. You don't need the You don't need like a bow or anything just to do them. But I'm trying to locate the shooting galleries and whatnot and just kind of like take them off. Okay, I can't take that one off yet. Horseback archery is also read it out because I don't have access to Gerudo's Fortress. Let me go to the Majora's Mask tracker. I don't think it's gonna... That's right, none of the archery mini-games are coming up on the tracker for some reason. They should be. I just click in the wrong places? No idea. Alright, that's something I guess I'll worry about later, but I was able to at least take off, like, the kid shooting gallery. So I guess all those big ostentatious chests there are for big ostentatious prizes. So, because the Lens of Truth is fairly important, so let's buy a Deku Shield while we're at it. Kind of want one. Okay, yeah, the game will still play if the, this emulator will still, even if it's not the active window, it will still take inputs, so that's one less thing to worry about. Should I go into the Deku Tree straight away? Probably not without, like, actually, while I'm thinking about it, since I have a shield now, maybe the Deku Scrub who normally sells me the stick upgrade might have something? Shut up, Navi. I know the normal Rando has the option to shut Navi off. I didn't see any such option, to my recollection, in the combo. Randomizer. I should probably also check to see if I have... Oh, that's right, it doesn't give you... It doesn't give you any free checks, or any free medallions or anything, so... When I get around to getting to the Temple of Time, I can at least check where the spiritual stones are. Sure, I'll buy the Giant's Mask, just to get that out of the way, I suppose. One less thing I'll have to worry about. So, when we eventually get the Stone Tower Temple, that'll make Twin Mold a hell of a lot easier. And I will never say no to that. It just reminds me of how much they butchered that boss fight in the 3DS version. Normally, I'm totally on board with there being portable ports of things, because I'm more of a portable games guy. Majora's Mask is one of those ones I'm kind of torn on, because I do still like playing it. It is still a good game on the 3DS. There are just a lot of decisions that I didn't like about it. But it's still, you know, more than good enough to play. I still, you know, have fun playing, and it's just, they butchered the boss fights for the most part. And, they also made time go by quicker, which was not something, I mean, there was kind of a trade-off. I mean, yes, time did go by quicker, and that was annoying, because even with slowed down time, sometimes it was kind of tough to get things done. But at the same time, I can't even use the Mask of Truth yet because I don't have magic. At the same time, when you played the Song of Double Time, you actually got to choose, like, what hour you wanted to land on. It wasn't just like a straight-up move forward to the next day or night, whichever one was available. Let's see what we can get out of the Deku tree. I know that we can't get any, like, everything, but, especially not without any real kind of... Should probably mark off that I have a Deku, at least one Deku stick there. Like, one Deku stick's not going to do much as far as defense goes. I mainly have it there so that I can do, like, the, like torch puzzles and stuff. But who knows what else we'll pick up in here. I mean, money for a game that we're not in right now. That's something, I suppose. Let's go to the slingshot room. Because we can technically do everything except for Goma right now. You want to use the shield. Good thing I went to go buy that. Yeah, I know how to roll. Thank you. Let's check the one up here first, just to get the climbing out of the way. Whole lot of nothing so far. Focus. Great. This doesn't look like anything either. Map. Alright, well that was a bust. So I should... What do I have set as B? X is set as B, okay. Let me remind myself to save often, because I know I haven't experienced any crashes with this emulator setup so far, but like I'm still paranoid based on my time with playing standard Ocarina randomizer, you know, back on my Linux setup, and never know when it would crash and all that. Come on, turn around. Cool. Let's go to the compass room. I'm probably not going to pick up the Skulltula because I want to hold on to my Deku Stick here. But there is still a chest in that Velcro that I need to get. That chest looks important. And the Skulltula tokens are still not in the main pool, so I'll just be killing Skulltulas as I can, just so that I can get enough for all of the Skulltula family checks, so because I just need 50. But I think they'll also tell me in this rando, like they'll tell me what they have before I talk to them, or before I help them, basically. We'll see when we get to Kakariko. It's been a little while since I played this, so I don't remember all of the specific ins and outs and all that. Alright, what you got? Neighbor's Love. Okay, for all good that'll do. I don't have magic. And I'll just leave that Skulltula token here for now so I can use stick to get out of here. I'm gonna need to use that downstairs as well. Unfortunately, I think I might need to get rid of at least one of the... I don't think it's going through. Shit. Probably should have bought more than one, but here we are. Why is this set to toggle and not hold? Hold up. Can I access the options menu from here? No, I can't. That's not gonna let me through. Actually, I only need the stick if I need to progress. So, and I don't really need to progress per se. By that I mean I only need to carry the fire across to unlock a door, and I can't even get through the room that's behind the door anyway because I don't have the slingshot. So I can get the last chest here, which is just money. And that's all I can get from Deku Tree anyway, so I can just go ahead and save and quit. What's the reset on this? F1. And while I'm here, I can reset my Z targeting to hold, because that's what I prefer. I don't know why it's set to toggle on default. I always thought it was set to hold on default, but I guess I'm remembering wrong. Alright, that works. So I could get to Goma if I decide to be tricksy and use glitches or whatever, but I'm not going to do that because I don't know the ins and outs of glitching this fucking game, so I'm not going to try. I don't think that there's anything else I can do here. I got that. Gift from Saria, that's gonna be whatever the fairy ocarina normally is. I just get that by leaving. And then all the stuff in the Lost Woods is just stuff I can't do. So next I'll head to the grotto just outside of Lake Hylia. Because that's, as far as I can remember, that's open and easy to get to. I can just go in. Oh, I can... Hey, this Boron's bracelet. That's not bad. Correct, because for whatever reason, it's marked as default by it's defaultly saying that, like, if you get that check, you get the ocarina, but you don't. So I had to click that off of the tracker there. That's no big deal. So yeah, let's head down toward Lake. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna. I'm not doing that. Let me take off the adult one. Well, I can't take off the adult one right now. It's showing as red. If it's showing as red, you can't even mark it off. So I can get that Lake Hylia Grotto. I can get the 2 checks in Burrows Valley. The grain silo and Lon Lon Ranch. I'll start checking for things in the market, I suppose. And then I'll go to Kakariko, because I can't really get to anywhere else. Because I would need bombs, technically, would be like the big thing to get to, like, Death Mountain and Zora's Domain. Or Zora's River, anyway. Zora's Domain, I would need either the Silver Scale or Ocarina with Zelda's Lullaby. Zora's River I can get into... I could use the Silver Scale for that as well. Go in the back way. Or I just use bombs at the entrance. Ooh, that's important. Okay, we got the Song of Time. We don't have a way to play it, but we have that. Okay. These good hints. Song of Soaring can be found on the moon. Well, there's going to be no fast travel in Termina, I can tell you that right now. That's very unfortunate. But I will make note of that. Is there a way I can make a note here? Yeah, make a note. Okay. Well, that's gonna suck. Just, I know it's not particularly super needed, but it's gonna be hell inconvenient to do stuff in Termina without fast travel. I mean, once I get Epona and, like, the Goron's mask, it won't be as big a deal, but still. It's just gonna be... I don't know. Maybe I'll get to the moon super early. Maybe I'll find all the boss remains in Hyrule. And then, like, I can get to the moon and kill Majora, and then, like, keep doing stuff in Termina to get maybe that's where all the medallions are. And I can take advantage of the fast travel. And we'll see, but, like, I have a feeling it's going to be more along the lines of, like, maybe the moon's going to be, like, the last thing I do, and then there's that darn fast travel. see if I can... First off, see where I'm going. Let's see if I can do this in one... both these checks in one try, because usually I can't. Usually the chicken gets away from me here. Grab it. I was going to leave the piece of heart alone. I would have gotten it. I would have gotten it. But I accidentally walked into the heart piece. Well, gotta go back and around. What are you gonna do? So probably like the last attempt when I did this. This is likely not going to be all done in one sitting. I don't know how long I'm going to play. I guess it depends on, you know, how much I feel like doing so. But, I mean, I'm not going to be here all night. Like I was last time. I was up until like 2 in the morning. Because I had also started late. This time I started about the time I planned to. You know, I'll play for a little while. A few hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours total. I'll see how I feel, how addicted I get to it. But this is not going to be like a one and done. I'm going to be working on this maybe for a few sessions. So this is going to be the weekly rando for, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks to a month. Who knows? We'll see. Walking over. Mark that off. Fucking vanilla-ass piece of heart. It's almost a whole in-game day to walk back around. I mean, to be fair, I'm not speeding it up by, like, backstepping or anything. I honestly could be doing that, but I really don't feel like it right now. It depends on my mood with that. Not to say that you'll never see backstepping in this playthrough, but I just don't feel like it right now. Maybe get some sort of sustained defense item, like a sword, or a, at the very least more victory sticks, maybe bombs for progression. Go ahead and see. Just want to make sure that it's safe to drop. Safe enough. The last thing I want to do is fall into the river, miss the ledge entirely, and then like have to walk all the way the fuck back around again. What's this? That's magic. Magic from Majora's Mask. I got magic and I can't even use it. Wonderful. Well, I'm gonna use it if I go to tournament, but still. It's not something I can easily use right now. Like, I have these things that you can use, man. I have the Lens of Truth. I got Neighbor's Love. I can't use them still. Because I got the wrong magic upgrade. I also kept the item pools, like, separate, so, like, getting the bow in one game, for example, won't get it in both games. I still have them, like, separated out by game, so, because I figured there'd be more checks that way, and that'd be more interesting. I do still want to, at some point in time, do a version of this where all of the items are shared, so, like, getting the bow in... You know, Ocarina of Time will unlock the bow for both games, for example. or like getting the sword will unlock for both games. I think that's an option too. But they would just lead to a hell of a lot more like junk checks, which can be disheartening. So I figured for my first full playthrough, I'll just go ahead and just keep those items separate. I mean, it does sometimes lead to disappointment. Like here, like I got the magic upgrade. I'm like, oh, I got magic, yay! But it's for the other game. But you know, who knows? I don't think I've gotten really anything. Actually, I should probably mark off that. Yeah, I got that. Where's the magic? There we go. The next step is Lon Lon Ranch. That's the next logical place to go. Let's loop around to the entrance here. Maybe there'll be something good there. Maybe it'll be a vanilla-ass piece of heart. It just dawned on me how many of these checks can be pieces of heart. I think it's almost 100. Because Majora's Mask, I think, has like 52 pieces of heart or some shit. And I think Ocarina of Time has 36. If I remember my math correctly. What's up, Bingo? Because you got your, so, like, for Ocarina of Time, you got 20 pieces of heart total. 3 of them you start with, so take them away, that's 17. 8 of them you get from bosses, so 17 minus 8 is 9. So 9, and then those remaining are all for pieces of heart, so 9 times 4, that's 36. So there's 36 pieces of heart total in Ocarina of Time, so that's all in Hyrule, between past and present. Past and future, whatever. Present, future, whatever you want to call it. Child and adult. And then Majora's Mask, you have a max of 20. 3 of them you start with, so that's 17. But only 4 you get from bosses, because there's only 4 main dungeons in the game, so that's 13 pieces of heart. Times 4 is 52, if I remember my math correctly. I'm fairly sure it's 52. So 52, 30, so like that's 88 pieces of heart. And that's a lot of checks to be pieces of heart. Ooh! That is very nice. Very nice indeed. That is awesome. We got the Fairy Ocarina. So we have access to songs. Once we get the Master Sword, we'll have access to the future. That's a great find. And we did open up a check in Lake Hylia. I think that's for the Scarecrow song. It's saying it's a check. I don't know what I would get from it, though. But I kind of want to check that out before I go to the market, just so I don't forget. But the market is right here. I'll go to the market first. It's right here, and it's green on the tracker, so I can always check it once I'm back in that area. Also, some stuff lit up in Lost Woods. I can do the Simon Says game now. That's a check. I don't think there was a selection to skip the stealth sections in the game. So if for any reason you need to go see Zelda, which I think is a legitimate check. Well, it's not coming up as a check. But we do have the Ocarina, so at the very least, we can try it. Once we have the chicken and can get Talon out of the way. Also, I did leave Bombchu Bowling. I didn't take that away, so that's still going to be a pain in the butt, but not as much of a pain in the butt as, you know, archery. Let's stop by the Temple of Time. I'm going to mark off where the spiritual stones are, just for posterity. Let's check those gossip stones for things. See what we can get. We can do the treasure chest game. No, we can't because we don't have magic to use the Lens of Truth. Darn. Alright. Okay, so Shadow Temple has the... Whoops. Kokiri's Emerald. Fire Temple has Goron's Ruby and Zora Sapphire's Vanilla. Also written that reuniting the spiritual stones leads to the Great Fairy's Sword and a piece of... The Great Fairy's Sword would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. That is a decent weapon in Majora's Mask. So I'll keep that in mind. Is there a way I can mark that off? That's Great Fairy Fountain. Bombchu Bowling. Treasure chest game. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I got you. That's the checks from the cutscene that plays when you have all three spiritual stones and then Zelda flees the castle. They're basically saying that the Great Fairy Sword and a Majora's Mask heart piece are replacing the Ocarina of Time and the Song of Time. So I can actually say here... I'm just going to put Great Fairy Sword because I don't give a crap about the piece of heart. So that will have a notation on there. That's always good. Let's go see what Malin will give us. And then we can also wait out the time and do the doggy side quest. Hello, you. What you got? Money. Money from Majora's Mask. Alright. Nighttime already. That's good. Now let's see if we can't... Correct dog. Correct dog is over there. Come to me, correct dog. You following? You are following. Good. The only downside is that I'll have to wait for it to be daytime again before I can leave it. Or I can save and quit out, I suppose. That's more money for Majora's Mask. That's more money that I can hold for Majora's Mask. Thanks. I can now start wasting money that's meant for Majora's Mask because I can't hold it all right now. I did get this done, and that is not the item I got. Yeah, I think saving and quitting is going to be the way to go for now, because I can just, so I'll end up back in the, Oh, whoops. No.
Hey!
Forgot to highlight the window before resetting. And it brought up a help menu for my tracker. I don't think that showed up on camera, but I still don't have any weapons, and I really don't feel like buying another Deku stick. I got the Deku stick specifically to go into the Deku tree, and it did what I meant it to do, and I'm not gonna do that anymore right now. Drag some of those rocks over to the Deku Babas and kill them that way. Get some Deku sticks. I'll think about it. Now let's do the Simon Says game. I think you only need to do... If this is like the standard rando, you only need to do 2 rounds of the game to get your item. Hello there. Alright, now I gotta get used to this layout. I think up is still up on the stick. I have 1 is right, B is down, right trigger is right, and then A is A. Oh, right. That was down. I think that's all I actually had to do. Because that seems like a drop to me, so... That sucks. More money I can't hold. I guess... See what the Scarecrow song at Lake Hylia does? That's apparently a drop, or a check. At least according to this map, which is more based on the standard tracker than the... Plundering Clock Tower Roof is a foolish choice. Okay. I'm sure that I will figure that out. Because Clock Tower Roof, I think is that like just like the piece of heart that's in front of the Clock Tower entrance? Like right above the entrance into Termina? I don't know. I may have to go to Termina if these next few checks don't pan out. There's not really much else we can do. We can't go to the future yet without the Master Sword, and I can't really defend myself here. Unless I, like, go to the store and buy Deku sticks. And I really don't want to have to do that. That would be rubbish. $10 points if you got that right. Almost there. Got the big stall children coming out. Great. Not that they're of any larger threat than normal ones, they're just bigger. Weavers do the same thing in the Haunted Wasteland. Like, if once a certain number of them pop up, then, like, a bigger one will pop up after a while. but it does the exact same thing, it's just bigger. Kakariko does have a lot of checks, though, so... I can't even see what's up on the lab roof, so I'm not even gonna try. Alright, where is it? Does it want me to talk to Pierre or Banuru? I'll try both. Can I just play you a song? That's the Scarecrow song. I don't remember if there's anything special to do with Banuru or with Pierre or not. I'm just gonna mark that as done, because I got the Scarecrow song on it, which will be helpful in the future, but still, it hardly warrants putting a check on the tracker, I think. Let's go to Kakariko Village and see what kind of mischief we can get up to there. Just gonna check what checks I have there. There's the Piece of Heart in Impa's house. It's saying green. I don't think I can get to it really, though. The chickens. The windmill. Saying it's green for some reason. Open grotto. I can do that. I can check on the House of Skulltula rewards as well. I don't know why some of those are showing as green, because I definitely can't get those. I don't have like a... Like, I could get the like the Piece of Heart in the windmill if I had a boomerang, but I don't. Fairly sure I can get the Song of Storms. No, I can't get the Song of Storms. I have to learn it from future Guru. Are these the... Seems very selective on what it says I can and can't get. Okay. I can get the 2 checks in the graveyard as well. I think it's too late to do the checks in the graveyard at the moment. With the grave digging tour, I can get the Hylian shield check. But I do kind of want to wait until I have access to both, because I can get them both in, you know, at one time, rather than, you know, getting one now, then just having to wait to do the other one anyway. Just gotta, because it's almost daytime now, so I can't do the grave digging. That's only like in the first few hours of the night when I can do that. I think it's from like 6 to 9 p.m. Alright, let's take the chicken. Chicken. Throw it in the pen and see if I only need the one. Or if it's it's going to make me get all of them. I think I only need the one. There was only one last time. Yeah. Ice arrows for whatever good that'll do me. Cool. Alright, I'm going to commandeer your chicken. I could have just taken that one. Whatever. Whatever. It does not matter what chicken I commandeer. I just needed to get over this fence. I did that wrong. I love doing things wrong. Not at that time. It's been a while. I don't know. What's in here? Ooh, important thing. Good. You are important. What are you? The Master Sword! Okay. We have future access, which is actually pretty great. I do still want to get the, whatever checks I can here while we're here. But that's very nice. And, I will not look that gift horse in the mouth. I can at least check what's in the windmill. Even though it's saying I can get both things, I can't. I'll be able to, shortly, at least get whatever the Song of Storms check is in the future, but... Either way, I can at least check what's on the ledge and see if it's worth getting. I can't really see what it is. And I can hop up on one of these little pillar things. Come on. I just want to see what it is. I mean, it looks kind of important, but I can't make out what it is. It's... Oh, it's the boomerang! Okay, that is important. Okay, so that's... I will mark that there. Cool. I guess. I can also check what is in Skulltula House, what the rewards will be. I can check, what's in Impus House. What's up? I think these guys will tell me. Oh, Requiem of Spirit, huh? Yeah, they'll tell me what they give me. Right. That is Requiem Spirit. Number 20. 40 gives me a magic bean for Majora's Mask. That might be important. 30 gives me Majora's Mask money, which I don't care about. 50 gives me a bottle of gold dust, which will be important. I'm going to mark that down, because that's probably going to be important for at least the Gilded Sword check. I'll mark down 30 as a bean for Empty bottle. Okay. Empty bottle for 10 is fine. I don't know why it won't let me mark. I can get a bottle. That's a bottle for Ocarina as well. So there's some pretty vital items hidden behind Skulltulas. So I'm gonna want to start getting some tokens as soon as possible. That's just the vanilla, possibly vanilla piece of heart. It could just as easily be a Majora's Mask piece of heart. Either way, I don't care. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get that. Alright, let's... I don't think there's really anything else I can do here. Yeah, it's just the rest of this is graveyard. Now let's set this up to go to the... Let's go into the graveyard then. And I think Dompe should be out as soon as night starts, so that's going to be good. Because I can do that, and then I can get the Hylian Shield check. I'm going to hold off on going... I mean, I really can't do anything else. I was about to say, I'm going to hold off on going to Goron City and Zora's River, but I can't get there anyways, not without bombs, or Zelda's letter, or Silver Scale. But after we do that, graveyard stuff, we'll head to the future. Because I do kind of want to hold off on going to Termina until I have the Song of Time and the Ocarina of Time for Majora's Mask. I mean, I'll go into Termina if I have to, but I'd rather go in with what I need to, you know, be able to reset time if need be, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get much done. Because time goes by quickly enough, and without the Song of Time, I can't even slow time down to get more stuff done, and I also can't reset time should I run out. So I would have a very limited amount of time to do anything in Termina, so I'm just going to hold off on that for now. Because I think it's going to be a bit more promising going to the future, especially since I have a sword and I can get tokens at the very least. And if I get enough tokens, I'll have Colossus access for all the good that'll do. Just gotta wait until nighttime because I don't have Sun Song. How far along is this? The sun sets that way. Oh, there we go. It's sunset now. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's check out what we can get from the graveyard digging and the Hylian chests. Hylian shield chest. Hopefully important things that we very much need. And if the Kokiri sword is there, I'll start chopping down spiders now. Or if I get any weapon, really. If I get a slingshot. If I get a slingshot, that'd be great. thing. Vanilla heart piece. I think this is where the Hylian shield is. Yes. And it's trash. We get money for Majora's Mask. Alright, well, that was a bust. But at the very least, I do have a direction to go. So, that's better than nothing. The downside is that even if we do, you know, I don't know why we would save and quit warp, because the castle's really close, but, like, even if we did, like, we still have to wait for it to turn to daytime again. I forget how long the day-night cycle is. I think it's like 3 minutes. Either way, it's a decently sized wait. Can't reach me from here? Well, I won't fault you for your determination. Where's the moon? There's the moon. About left or midnight-ish now? Sorry, buddy. You're almost out of time. Keep trying, though. I believe in you. Come on. Oh, too bad. Let's grab some money while I'm here. See stuff like this. We don't need cash drops. Also, nice rupees. All right, let's go to the future. Like I said, I want to kind of put off Termina for now. And we can actually have a sword. I did want to check the these guys. Graveyard Big Po gives the couple's mask. Graveyard Big Po? Is that like the Icona Graveyard, or it should be Icona Graveyard? There's no Big Po's in Kakariko Graveyard. I'll mark that down. That's good for a check. Kakariko's graveyard is on the way of the hero. Maybe the stuff I can't do yet. Progressive sword for Majora's Mask stockpiled, and that's okay. That's important. probably up in the Iconic Canyon's on the way to the hero, too. So Iconic Canyon's going to be important, as is Kakariko Graveyard, eventually. Okay, so when we get to Majora's Mask, I think it might be the upstairs chest, where I found the bow in the last attempt on this that I didn't get on camera. Let me see if I can remember. Yep. One of the things that I'd overlooked on the first part was that I could access a treasure chest on the upper floor on the third day after the staff had vacated. I guess the Master Sword is a red rupee. Does that even really count as a check? I got the Spirit Medallion. Oh, okay. Spirit and Shadow. Gotcha. So that's the light. I got the access to the future, so I got the light medallion, and the light medallion check was the Spirit Medallion. Okay. Light medallion is in Great Bay Temple. I'll put this in a different mark down here. Forest medallions in Stone Tower Temple. Okay. Fire medallions in the Spirit Temple. So, that one. Dodongo's Cavern has the Water Medallion. Sacred Realm, that's one I just got. And the Forest Temple has Shadow. So that means Deku Tree, Water Temple, Woodfall Temple, and Snowhead Temple all have boss remains. And when I get to Termina, I will be able to find out basically which one has what. Okay. So let's see what I can do. Don't make Ganon's Castle orange. I can't get in there. Are there, like, any settings? I forgot to mess with some of these settings on the... Where are these entrance shuffles on? it knows. Do similar things here. Well. Alright, sorry about that. We're just messing with things. So, I basically told the game, no, I can't... I basically told the game, or the tracker, no, I can't go into Ganon's castle right now. Don't show that as a possible place that I can go, because it isn't. It looks like the only real places I can go... Kakariko Village, Death Mountain... I think Zora's River is cleared up by default in the future. I don't have anything that I can really use right now. No, I don't. Not without magic. And I don't feel the need to attach an Ocarina to a C button when the Rando just puts it on the D-pad. Let's see. Green. Talk to Angie as an adult. So that's getting the... what's normally the pocket cuckoo egg. Don't have to do the shooting gallery, which is nice. Nice. Oh, I can do the wind. I can go to the windmill and get whatever the Song of Storms is. If it'll let me. I don't know if I need the Ocarina of Time to do that specifically, or if the Fairy Ocarina will do. But I'll give it a shot. See if it'll let me. Yes. Sorry, a song. Okay. I think that unlocks some child checks. Yeah, maybe like one. I do Lostwood Skull Kid, and I can access Darunia's room whenever I get Death Mountain access as a child. What's this? Oh yeah. Dompe race. That can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's doable. It's not necessarily just doing the race and getting what normally is the hook shot, it's doing the race quick enough to get the other prize as well. Fortunately, though, I do have the Song of Time, so I don't have to glitch myself back out and, or you know, get soft locked. So I can actually exit when I get to the end. I remember one time I was playing this. I don't think I was doing it for was I doing it for a Let's Play? I don't remember. I remember having to just because I was having so much trouble with the race, I ended up using a glitch. Essentially, like playing an Ocarina song will stop the timer for a bit and give you like a second or two. I'm not going to make it under a minute right now. I'll just get to the hook shot. Hopefully this is something important. It's not. But I can grab the boomerang while I'm here, I suppose. buttons properly. So I don't have the hook shot to just grab the thing. Whatever's going slow enough. Alright. Well, I have a weapon as a kid now. So that's good. I don't know how many times I want to try the Dompe race though before I get the under a minute. And I really don't want to be putting myself in a position where, you know, I gotta cut stuff out, because like if I do multiple attempts, I'm not gonna want to show every single attempt. And I think it has to be like a warp song in order for the trick to work. I don't know what to talk about while doing these attempts, but I gotta get good. I gotta get good. Good at emulator, man. Good at emulator with slightly slippy controls. As Slippy is everyone's favorite Star Fox character. Alright, that one was not my fault. Go straight here and still. Should I roll? Sometimes I don't worry about. Well, if I do that. I actually lost time on that run. Oh god, how many times am I gonna try? I guess I'm gonna. I should probably try. Because like if you. The way to start over again quickly is to, I should think about falling down the pit, maybe. Like if I'm going way too slow. Because that'll take me back to the beginning. But at the end where that door slams behind you, if you can, like, jump back through the door before it fully closes, it will, basically warp you back to the beginning, and that's how you avoid getting soft lock. Because if you don't have the Song of Time, and you get that, and that door traps you in the room, you're soft locked, or well, sort of. You can still save the game and quit, but you have to go back to the Temple of Time because you have to reload your save. But it may as well be a soft lock. I'm gonna start thinking about chopping down the pit if I don't think I'm gonna make it in time, because it has to be under a minute. Going straight at this intersection will allow you to avoid a couple of fireballs. I might have it this time, maybe? No! Missed it by a second. I think there's like a setting that you can do to have it so that you don't have to do the race twice, but... I don't know. There we go. I did the thing right. You do lose some life for it, but It does kind of beat taking the wrong way. They're taking the long way back. Every time. That one was not my fault. That should count. Yes. Yes! Okay. Alright. The Ocarina of Time is already marked on the Majora's Mask map tracker. That's actually the wrong way. But good, we have the Ocarina for Majora's Mask at least. So I'm glad that I stuck through that, because that was required. I'm just gonna go ahead and save that. No particular reason, just don't want to do it again. But hey, we got it. Wonderful. So that in mind, what else can we do? Go to the piece of heart on top of Death Mountain. EMT? Death Mountain. Oh, above Dodongo's Cavern. I can't stop the Goron. Well, I have the Goron's bracelet, so that I can still use bomb flowers for that. Hopefully, I'll have to see. And how much of Dodongo's Cavern can I do? A little bit. I need other stuff, I think. Alright, there's boulders and stuff in the future. And they're everywhere. I can backflip down onto that. Well, I can't get into Dodongo's Cavern anyway. I need... Oh, no, I can't. I have the Goron's bracelet. I forgot. I already forgot, even though I mentioned it like 2 seconds ago. I have the Goron bracelet. Because even without the Goron bracelet, you can't even pick up bomb flowers as an adult. But I do have that, so it's fine. What is in place of the piece of heart down there? I want to know what it is before I attempt to go down there. It looks like a blue rupee, so I don't think I'm going to bother. Maybe I'll get it on the way back. Just in case it might be something important. I don't know. Maybe it's the Moon's Tear. Maybe I can only see the color from a distance. I don't really know what it is. All I can do here, I think, is stop Goron Link from rolling around. I don't know what... Oh, he just passed me. It's kind of hard to see. Intersect him. I don't know if I can do this without bomb chews. Normally I use bomb chews for this. bud. Give me your stuff. Money! Alright, that was a bust. That's definitely on Crater Wall. I don't know if I can really do that with the hearts that I have. I think I can go to Zora River. I can go to Sheik in the forest, apparently. Thing is, I'm not really good with the stealth section in the forest meadow. Normally what I do in vanilla is I have the... Actually, this might give me access into Goron City in the past. But yeah, the thing with the forest meadow is I almost never do the stealth section. I always use the Scarecrow song and the hook shot to bypass all that shit. I know that if you have the hook shot, you can kill the moblins. You might want me to go through here anyway, since I have Saria's song. So I don't really know this section, like, how to do it vanilla. I think I do want to check, actually. It says that, in the tracker it says that for the theater I can write down what they're offering. Because normally it's the one, normally if you have the skull mask, they'll give you a Deku stick upgrade. If you have the Mask of Truth, they'll give you a Deku Nut upgrade, but I don't know if there's a way that you can, like, see what the prizes are in Rando. Because there's, like, a space where you can fill in, like, what the thing is, but I guess there really isn't a way to check that. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of scared about going through Moblin country, or Moblin, or however you want to pronounce it. I've always said Moblin. I know it's like Moblin, like Goblin, but there are lots of things that I've pronounced incorrectly for years, and I'm too stubborn to change. You all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this shit. I remember the very first time I came in through here when I was playing vanilla as a kid, and I just, like, went right in because I was just expecting there to be just Deku scrubs and shit, like in the past, but no. Navi's like, you better be careful, like, sneak around the corners and shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's Deku scrubs here, and then Moblin comes out of nowhere and impales me, and it scared the shit out of me. And that's mostly why I go through here with the Scarecrow song and the hookshot now, so I don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. But I don't have the hookshot, so I can't even kill the Moblins with the hookshot, because you can't kill them with the sword. I think I may have done this legit, like, once, maybe twice, but I don't remember, like, anything about doing this, like, the legit way. turns around and everything. My favorite. That's fine. This is the way I wanted to go anyway. Thanks, bud. There's like a moblin on each of these lanes. And apparently you can't even walk behind them without them being like, oh shit, what up? Look, player. We're not gonna deal with your bullshit today. So this is a little nerve-wracking because I don't know what to do, but... Yeah, fuck off. Oh, that's a trap. Kinda. This is the way forward, actually. Yeah, fuck you! Pile drive yourself into a fucking pool. See how you like that? Is there a dude over here? There's not appear to be a dude over here. Fine by me. For science, do they turn corners? Yes, they do. Okay. Wait here. And then it should give me enough clearance to get to the end. And I just gotta bypass the asshole with the hammer. Again, this is fine. I wanted to go this way anyway. You helped me. Alright, this guy's an asshole. But if worst comes to worst, I can get a fairy, because there's a fairy fountain right behind me. No! Around him, you dumbass! How did I miss that? I should not have missed that. I swear, when you try to play these games with modern controllers sometimes, it does not translate well. It's really slippy sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. That was a situation I should have gone past that. Not gonna wait for this asshole. Mainly because I'm being cautious. I just wanted to see if he was coming around the corner, because Lord knows, you know, when the minute I try to go up that ladder, he's gonna be right there with a spear ready for my ass. So now I gotta wait for him to mosey on back over and turn the corner so I can go get a fairy and heal myself so I get another chance at Big Chungus up there. I want to make sure that he's far enough away so that he's not going to ream me when I go for the ladder. Okay, should be good. I thought I was good. I mean, I was good, but I should have been better than that. Fucking super moblins. These are like basic bitch enemies from like Zelda 1, where you could just like, and like Link's Awakening, you just like, oh, they're just on the overworld, hit them with your sword a couple of times and they'll die. Not in this game. But yeah, pro tip, just get the Scarecrow song, hook shot over here, over all these ledges and shit, and then you don't have to worry about these guys. And it just saves so much headache. The stealth sections are garbage in every game that they're in. Unless you really like stealth. If you really like stealth, then by all means. But I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm just giving pro tips, and like this. If you don't like stealth sections like me, then that is this is definitely a good option for you. Zelda's Lullaby, huh? Okay. So I got that in exchange for instead of getting the Minuet of Forest. So I'm not going to come back here until either... First off and foremost, let's save. Okay, Chungus is still facing the other way. Normally if you're coming out of the Forest Temple and going this way, then he's on the other side of the hallway waiting to hit you with the hammer. This guy you can actually kill with conventional weapons. Like the other ones, they'll only die to like the hook shot or the arrows, I think. I don't even think the arrows work. I think the arrows just stun them. I know the sword doesn't work. But the hook shot will kill them. So if you're patient, you can kill them with the hook shot. It's just I don't have the hook shot this time around. So that's probably what I thought when I said I actually went through this section legitimately. It's because I had the hook shot and I could just kill them. But now with the access to the ladder, we can just hop across and not have to deal with them anymore. Because unless I really have to, I'm not coming back here until I have the Minuet of Force, and I can just... Or if I have a hook shot, I can just kill them, but still. Minuet of Force not properly, preferably. Alright, there's nothing I can do in Kokiri Forest. Maybe go back to Goron City? Is there anything else I can do there? Not really. I can check what that... That's Blue Rupee, though. I'm gonna take a chance to say that's a Blue Rupee, and I'm not gonna bother. Check the Death Mountain Crater wall and see what's there. Kind of afraid to, though. What's this down here? Oh, that's the Scarecrow song. Okay, well, I can get the Scarecrow song. I can do that real quick, and then we'll go to Termina, I guess. I don't know. I don't have the Song of Time for Majora's Mask, though, so... Because the songs aren't shared. And by the way that the logic is programmed, the devs even said, if I remember the post correctly, the devs even said that they made it so that the Majora's Mask Ocarina and the Majora's Mask Song of Time are in Hyrule. You can't get them in Majora's Mask. Because you're kind of expected to have both of those things going in to Termina. Maybe I can at least... If there's a way I can quickly get over... Because I don't have the Goron stage, so I won't be able to last too long in here. And if I die, I die. It's whatever. I don't know if there's a way that I can just see what's in the crevice. I don't know. I couldn't really... maybe I can make it out this way. There's enough time for me to get up the ladder. Fuck's sake. Alright, well, I can already tell that the piece of heart that's up on the peak there is just a red rupee, so that's not going to do anything for me. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Yes. Alright. That might be enough time for me to climb down the wall and get the thing. This is very risky. Oh, that's the bow. Excellent. Well, it's a bow. I don't know if it's the fairy bow or if it's the hero bow. Fairy bow. Okay. Awesome. Worth it. Okay. So I'm just going to save and reset out of here. Alright, so... I'll just do this. Say this was the bow. I got it. So what does that open up for me? Not the shooting gallery technically, but I'm not doing that. Okay, so I can check. There's 2 checks that seem to be open for me. Unless I decide to go into Dodongo's Cavern. Sheikah Temple, I would need the Forest Medallion for that. That's the maze. I'd need bombs for that. Yeah, there's 2 green checks for Adult Link, and they are Scarecrow's Song, which isn't really a check, but I'm going to get that anyway, and an open grotto in Zora's River. So I'll do those real quick. I'll see if anything substantial is opened up in... Because I got some pretty important things. Some, like, pretty big finds here. And I'm fairly sure that that's opened up a good few options in past Hyrule. And I'm hoping one of those things turns out to be quite possibly the Song of Time for Termina, because that'll pretty much... I wouldn't say it would blow the entire game wide open, but Termina has a lot of checks even at the beginning. Alright, let's start backstepping. Why not? Can I check off? No, because I don't have Magic Bean, so it's not going to let me even check it off. So I wanted to check off that that obvious red rupee that used to be a heart piece. And I do need to. I really need to start getting some Skulltulas. Because the Requiem of Spirit is required. The Spirit Temple has, I believe it was the fire medallion. Yeah, the fire medallion has the Spirit Temple. It's in the Spirit Temple, so that's required. Well, I know the spiritual stones are not required, because all they'll get me is a piece of heart and a sword that, I mean, it would be nice to have, but I do not need. Great Fairy Sword is if you haven't played Majora's Mask, it's a two-handed sword that's wielded like a C button item. But you can only get it from collecting all of the stray fairies in the final dungeon. I mean, not the final dungeon, but like the final regular dungeon. So by the time you get it, you'll have already cleared out that dungeon, and there really isn't too much of a point in using it. So, with that considered, the Great Fairy Sword, while it would be nice to have, is definitely not a required item. I forgot what song I made with this. It was like... I remembered what song. Okay. Why is that... Hold up. No, I have that. Okay. Oh, I'll put a little scarecrow next to the ocarina on the tracker, I see. Okay, so let's go to that grotto in Lake Hylia, or not Lake Hylia, Zora's River, because that's the last real check I have here. And then I'm gonna see what we can do in past Hyrule. While I'm at it, I need to also check what Skulltula tokens I can get, because I keep forgetting. Those are slightly important. 10 gives me a bottle, 20 gives me the Requiem of Spirit, 30 gets me a magic bean for Majora's Mask, which can be important, depending on what... I think that's like the ability to get magic beans. And then 50 was a mask, I think. What was 50? Oh, that was gold dust. So that could be important for a check later, because that's the check for what do you call it? The gilded sword. So that might be something important. Alright, so there is Skulltula. There was a Skulltula right there I could get, but the tree's gone. I'll have to come back from the past and get it. I don't know if I can kill them with the boomerang, because the boomerang is the only weapon I have as a kid. I'm kind of limited on the Skulltulas I can get, I guess. There's a bunch in Kakariko I could get. I just have to be careful because a lot of the ones that you need to, like, even if I can nail them from a distance, I can't reel in the token without the hook shot. But I at least know of 3 or 4 that I can get as an adult here. There's one on the Skulltula house, one on the back of one of the houses. The one in the tree is Kid Link only, I think. The one on the construction site is Kid Link only. The one on the tower is Kid Link only. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm gonna try the tree anyway. I think it's Kid Link only, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Just hit the tree. Hit the damn tree. This is not rocket surgery. Fuck's sake, hit the tree. Okay, Kid Link only. Okay, there is one on the side of the Skulltula house. Which is Kid Link only, evidently. I mean, this is nighttime. This is definitely counting as nighttime. I guess all the Skulltulas are Kid Link only now, except for the one that you need the long shot to get to. I did not know that. Looks like I'll be killing a lot less Skulltulas as Adult Link than I thought I would. So that kind of sucks. Alright, may as well go to Zora's River, I suppose. There's that grotto. It's easier to get to as Adult Link anyway. I don't think I need bombs to get through it here as an adult. I think it's just as a kid you need bombs. Yeah, the boulders are cleared away, so that's fine. Hop over here. Oh, these checks are still here. That is a blue rupee, so I don't need to worry about that. And I can also check what the other piece of heart is. While I'm here. And I can get into Zora's Domain, because I have Zelda's Lullaby. I don't think I can do much right now. There's a Skulltula up there I need to hook shot to get this token for. What is this over here, though? It's a heart piece. Let's check the grotto. I don't think there's anything I can do in Zora's Domain as an adult right now. The only thing I can think of, I would need blue fire. And I don't even have a bottle yet. Let's just check the opening here. And then you just get back to being a kid. Which is great, because I have a lot more that I can do as a kid now. Because there are many things that I can do in Zora's Domain, at the very least, as a kid. Oh, this is important. Okay. Glad I went here. Okay, that's the bow for Majora's Mask. That's fantastic. And... some stuff lit out. I don't know why I keep trying to find... Oh, minigames. Here we go. Take that off. Apparently Honey and Darling one day. That's a thing. Swamp Archery minigame. I can take that off. So, I won't be fully defenseless when I go into Termina. That's good. And, if I ever need to kill those Dodongos, I can do so easily, because... Again, in the footage that I did not fully use, I used the bow to kill those Dodongos. The ones that I was having, like, I was spending, like, 20-30 minutes trying to kill Zora because I didn't have any other means of killing monsters. Save and reset. Because there really isn't anything else I can do here. And I could dive to Dongo's Cavern, but I don't know. Should I dive to Dongo's Cavern? I dove Deku Tree without being able to do it. Let's dive to Dongo's Cavern, see what we can do. Because I can at least get like half the goodies that are in there. Oh, also I have a bow. I can equip that at the very least. Equip it to my trigger, and I can go to All the way up to Dodongo's Cavern. I may as well try, because knowing my luck, there's something important in there. How many checks can I do in there? Like 4? I can do 4 out of the 7 checks. I can basically get all the way up to the bomb bag normally. And then get some Skulltulas along the way, too. Silent I'm thinking of a plan of attack, but I don't really need one. It's just... I'm going into Dodongo's Cavern as an adult, which is the same as going into Dodongo's Cavern as a kid, except a lot easier. Because there's a lot of jumping tricks and whatnot that... That's definitely a blue rupee. Glad I skipped that. But there's a lot of, like, jumping tricks and, like, skips that you can do that I do enjoy doing as adult Link. I don't mind skipping a Lizalfos fight or two, because I just have to be tall enough to get around some of these obstacles. Plus, most of these places that need bombs anyway, there are bomb flowers. And, I have the ability to utilize them. There's a chest in here. It's garbage. This, which I don't really need. There is a Deku scrub over here. I think he just sells, like, Deku shields or something. Can't really do much with an anyway. If the... I don't know why it's not letting me use both triggers at once. Yeah, I don't need a Deku. I have a Deku shield. Technically. I don't need another one right now. I was hoping maybe, I don't know, I'd get Deku Nuts from him. I mean, yeah, it'd be a waste of money, but I've been getting a lot of money for both games. Technically, there's a couple of chests I can do this to skip the Lizalfos fights and shit. Actually, let me... mark off. Okay. Yeah, I can still go a little bit this way. I do want to go a little bit this way because of Skulltulas. There's some Skulltulas I can get at. There's one that I can't get at without the hook shot. But there's at least one in here. Just got Aurora. Explosion reach. Hello? Alright, well, I'll come back to that later, I suppose. Anyway, I just skipped that whole section of the dungeon anyway, because I can just jump up to that button and open the door. this will get me into at least the next 3 chests. There's one in here. So you get rid of an Armos to get at it, which I can do with the Master Sword. I know that you can't do it with the Kokiri Sword. At least as far as I've been able to suss out, but Master Sword will get him. It's not a very good chest, unfortunately. Another heart container. It's not too bad, I suppose. But I could think of other things I'd rather have. There's a skull up there I can get. Skulltula up in that alcove that I would need the hook shot or the boomerang to get out. I can get a boomerang, I suppose, if I come back here, but I would also need to see if I have, like, access to here in the past, because I don't know if blowing up that door in the future, does the controller just not want me to use both of my triggers? Because I use left trigger for Z, and then right trigger for C right. So it's not letting me push both triggers at once, so my archery is a little hindered, and I don't appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, I can kind of remedy that by just doing this, honestly. That'll work better. Because my train of thought was, like, I'll use that for, like, things I need to aim with, like the hook shot or the bow. Mostly the bow or the slingshot. And then it's like, it acts like a trigger, but, you know, like, if like a kind of shooter, but alas, I cannot use left trigger and right trigger at the same time for some reason. But this will do just as well. My next chests are in here, and I can get both of these as I am. I don't need to go through and do anything past that destructible wall. Oh, good thing I came up here. Okay, powder keg. I'm sure that will be important at some point. And the last chest I can get for right now is the bomb bag chest. And the bomb bag chest, because I am Adult Link, I can do some fancy maneuvering and shit. So there's a way I can grab that ledge. And I'm fairly sure I don't need the hover boots to do it. But there is a way that you can just run and grab that ledge. Yeah, like this. And then you can just walk on over and bypass the rest of this wing of the dungeon. Blast mask, okay. So finding some pretty good terminus stuff in here. The blast mask is going to be very useful until we get some bombs. At least for Termina. Activate this. And that gives me a shortcut out. Now, is that a bombable wall on the other end of the bridge? Or is that just there? It's saying I can't get it. No, it is a bombable wall. I don't need a bomb. Okay. Because I was able to get one Skulltula out of this as well, so that's something. Okay, yeah, I've exhausted everything I can do in Dodongo's Cavern. And... okay, yeah. The only orange checks I'm getting are, outside of the Skulltula house, are ones that have blue checks on them for some reason. Even though there's no way that I can check what they are. Because blue checks mean that you can see what it is before you get it. But there's no way I can see what some of these are. Like this one is Sheik at Temple. Well, there's no way I can check that at all because Sheik won't show up. It's basically supposed to be the Prelude of Light, but I can't do anything with that at all until I have the Forest Medallion. So there's no way I can check what that is. And this other one is for the left chest in the Goron City maze, and I can't check what's in the chest before I grab it, so I don't know why that's a blue check. So I've done everything that I can do here. I'll just go ahead and reset and go back to Child. And there's some green lighting up in like Goron City and stuff, but again, I don't know if... I mean, it's very possible that I'll have access to Goron City with the back weight opened up in the future. But I forget, like in vanilla, and I think in vanilla sometimes if you know, do stuff in the future, it still affects the present for some reason. Either way, I'm going to be safe warping back to Kokiri Forest because I want to go to the Lost Woods anyway to get that Skull Kid check. Because other than that, there really isn't too much else I can do here. I thought there was going to be more. So I was thinking maybe I can get into, you know, Zora's River or Zora's Domain because I have the Zelda's Lullaby now, but I forgot I can't get into Zora's River without the bombs or the Silver Scale as a kid, so that's something I can't do right now. So the only two green checks I have are the Skull Kid here and apparently Darunia. So we'll have to see what happens here. And hope that I get something important. And how did this go again? I should probably go back into the Deku Tree and get some more Skulltulas. This heart container isn't too bad, but... Let's check Goron City. And then I'm going to dive back into Deku Tree and get some of those Skulltulas now that I can... I'm fairly sure I can kill them with the Boomerang. The Boomerang stuns most enemies, but gold Skulltulas are very much prone to stuff. Yeah, I can get into Goron City. Cool. That means I can get free Deku Sticks. Like this. Yes. I can just get a bunch of Deku Sticks if I want to. Nope. Hopefully the logic is leading me to Darunia here. Please give me something important. I have your music. No. Just gotta remember. It's hard remembering what the buttons are on this kind of controller. The Deku Nut upgrade. Free Deku Nuts, I suppose. Okay. Not what I wanted in the slightest, though. Okay. Let's save warp back to Kokiri Forest. Let's see if I can get some, at the very least, get some Skulltulas from Deku Tree so I don't have to worry about it later. Because, well, Deku Tree is going to be required. Because it does have boss remains inside. For beating Goma. But I still kind of want to build that total up so that I can... Oh, nice. These will just kill those. Let's build some Deku Sticks real quick. I forgot to grab some more before I left Goron City. Alright, that's brilliant. That should do the trick. So I can't really progress more into the dungeon, but I can at the very least get what the Skulltulas that I missed. And the main ones I can think of are the one up in the compass room, and then there's like 2 down in the basement that I can access. Also Skulltulas, so that'll be a lot easier. I don't think this can kill big Skulltulas, but I also have a good amount of Deku Sticks, so I'm not too worried about that right now. So let's just grab this. Save warp back to the entrance. And then get the 2 downstairs, save warp back to the entrance again, and then I guess we're going to Termina, because there really isn't anywhere else I can think of that we can really go. Unless I go Skulltula hunting. And I don't think there are enough Skulltulas that I can get at right now. Not that I can think of, anyway. That would get me enough for, like, the Requiem of Spirit, which could be progress. And very well maybe it's expecting me to start grinding up Skulltulas here. I don't know. It's very possible. Frickin' Zelda Rando logic can be a cruel mistress at the best of times. But aiming at things without Z-targeting with the boomerang can be very difficult. That's 4 total. Oops. Alright, I can get 1 at night in Kokiri Forest. Let's round out our deficits, why not? And also, just because we can, I'll go ahead and I'll put my Declinets on trigger. So that'll be my grenade button, I suppose. I don't know if there are any in the Lost Woods that I can get as a kid. I know of one that I can get as an adult if I had the hook shot, and I don't. I mean, if I miss 1 or 2, it's no big deal, because obviously I only need 50. I only need half of the tokens in the game to get all the stuff that I need for checks and things. I mean, obviously one of them is money, but 50 tokens is a potential check. Check potential, so I do want to at least keep that stone uncovered. Like, if 50 tokens was rupees, I would have been like, okay, nah, screw that. And gone for, like, basically the highest amount that gives me something useful. But gold dust, like I said, it's a potential check, so I kind of gotta, at very least eventually, get that. I don't think that there are any in the Lost Woods that I can get quite yet. Not without, like, bombs. I don't think. So a lot of these are also behind breakable walls. There's one in a crate in the market. There's one in the tree in Hyrule Castle. There's one in the tree in Lon Lon Ranch. There's several in Lon Lon Ranch. Several in Kakariko Village. So I should at least be able to get the bottle before we can go on. Before we head on to Majora's Mask. I know it's not super important, but, you know, who knows? Requiem of Spirit, Requiem of Spirit is a required thing, so... It may not be required. I possibly could go through the Haunted Wasteland. But... the fact that it's just, like, up in center, you know, in the Skulltula house, that makes me believe that... that's how the logic wants me to get to the Spirit Temple. That's just how it's coming off to me here. Long Ranch has, I think, 4 that I can get as a kid. If I can get there before daytime. Yes, I can. Alright. One on the house. I think there's some birds here, too. Those may be a problem, but... yeah, I can hear them. Like bird enemies that'll dive on you. Because there's a couple of Skulltulas out on like the perimeter fence and shit. And the birds will definitely get in the way of... I mean, they don't get in the way, they're just kind of a nuisance. Because they'll dive bomb you and... you know, mess up your aiming. There's one in this tree. There's one on the outside of the corral fence. Right here. Yeah, these assholes here. Lucky they can die on the boomerang. They get to be too rowdy. There's one on the perimeter fence, nearish to the silo. And I think those are all the ones that I can get while I'm here. The worst part of this is these guys come out of nowhere and they respawn constantly. So that's another reason I hate them. Ah, that's over here. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's you taken care of. Oh, way back. So that's 9. That's all I can get while I'm here. I think there's another one I can get as an adult, but I would need the hook shot. But yeah, I can get one more in the guardhouse in the castle. One more in the tree, just outside the castle town. That'll be enough to get me my bottle. And then I'll have like 4 or 5 different Skulltulas in Kakariko. I don't know if I can get the one on top of the tower without the slingshot. But I can at least get the one in the tree. I can get the one on the construction site. I can get the one on the Skulltula house, and I can get the one on the outside of the other house there. And I think that's all the Skulltulas I can get at. I think I can get the one on the side of the lab. I don't know if that's adult only or not. There's one in Gerudo Valley I can get. I think there's a couple in Zora's River I can get. Well, no, I can't get in Zora's River. I think ultimately, I don't think there's going to be enough for me to be able to get the Requiem of Spirit at this time. So I think I'll hold off on going to like Gerudo Valley and Lake Hylia to Skulltula hunt. And then I can just get my bottle, because getting them early does let them add up over time, but at the same time, I don't want to waste too much time doing this. I mean, I know I'm like the king of wasting time in these randomizers and games, like trying to get all the checks that because I'm thorough. I mean, I'm not speedrunning this or anything like that, so I can be thorough and not have to worry about, you know, losing time on my splits. But at the end of the day, I don't want to spend too much time doing one particular thing if I don't have to. And since I'm fairly sure that I'm not going to be, like, with the checks that I have, the Skulltula checks that I have available to me, I don't have enough to get the Requiem of Spirit. I will hold off on doing that until later. In fact, I'll probably hold off on getting the bottle, because I don't really need to. I mean, the bottle's not going to serve me any decently in Termina, because my inventory is different in Termina. I'll save here. I know it's going to save when I cross over, but still. Yeah, I hope there's some good Ocarina of Time checks, items I can get here. Because I'd like some bombs, I'd like some other stuff. The hook shot, for example, I don't know what that's meant to be. Is that supposed to be like the Ocarina of Time? Either way, I got the hook shot now for Ocarina of Time. That's opened up some green on future. Yeah, future Hyrule has some green in it now. But I do still want to look around here while I have the chance. I don't have the Song of Time, unfortunately, but I do at least have an Ocarina. I have a bow. So that's good. Going to be good if I need to fight anything. Alright, so what are my checks in town that I can do? Bank 200. I may as well go ahead and just... Well, first off, I want to check the... I do want to check my where my boss remains are. I mean, I know which ones they're in, but just kind of for posterity. Snowhead Temple has Adola. Woodfall Temple has Gullet. Water Temple has Gjord, and the Deku Tree has Twinmold. So I'll mark on my Ocarina tracker. Water Temple is Gjord. Deku Tree is Twinmold. Just for reference. You don't have to open up the owl statues in order to save at them. And though that is a permanent save, it's not a one of those cheap out fucking temp saves. Alright. Let's pause the game so that time doesn't scroll by while I try to figure out what I'm going to do here. So, right, I wanted to go to the bank. I forgot about that graphical glitch that happens sometimes. Not a game breaker by any stretch of the imagination, but still does startle me sometime when that happens. Deposit the money that I have to go toward a 200 rupee prize. Makes me so sad because there's so many wasted rupees I picked up in Hyrule for here that I'm never going to be able to deposit. Bomber's Notebook, Tree Heart Piece. Those are in North Clock Town. They did mention it was foolish to check the clock tower roof. It makes me wonder if that's the check over here. It might be an ice trap if that's what that means, but I'm gonna pick it up anyway because I'm honestly otherwise I'm gonna walk into it accidentally eventually. Stop! Just go up the thing, or is it just a heart container? That really wasn't foolish. Heart containers are fine. But anyway, that's that. obtained. I don't need that pinned. Right, Bomber's Notebook and Tree Heart piece. Bomber's Notebook is probably going to be a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass the last time I tried this. It's just chasing some of these kids down. I can't really make out what that is, but it looks important. It's very important indeed. Oh, is that Deku Stick upgrade? Okay. I said it looked important. But only looked important. I'll get the map from Tingle in a bit. Go ahead and pop this kid's balloon. So we can get the Bomber's Notebook check. There's one kid over here. Theater kid just ran off this way. One in West Clocktown. It's fairly straightforward to get at. It's the two in East Clocktown that are pains in the butt. One of them's on top of the roof with a chicken, and I think the other one's on top of the roof of the inn. I remember this guy running into loading zones too. That was a pain in the butt. Get here. Gotcha. The last one I think is on top of the inn's roof. And the inn is open now, so I can just go up there. Talk to you. I need to remember that that door will be open on the last day after the owners of the inn flee, and I can just go in and get that chest. Because that's where the bow was last time. And that's what was holding me up. Now get out of the loading zone. Get out of the loading zone. You piece of shit, get out of the loading zone. Code as well. Okay, more money for Ocarina of Time, that's great, but what's your code? Give me the code. 23415. Actually, I should probably equip the blast mask too, since I can use that as a bomb. Because there is, once I get into the bomber's hideout, there is a chest I can access with it. I can also get the moves tier check. Skulltula. Don't have a shield, so I'm gonna hurt myself. Good thing I checked. What's in here? Ocarina of Time for Ocarina of Time. For what that's worth, I don't think that that's entirely important, considering where's the... Right, got that. There really isn't anything outside of an aesthetic difference between the Fairy Ocarina and the Ocarina of Time for the Rando, so... I mean, progressive Ocarina is fine, I suppose, it's just... I don't know why that was marked as an important item. And in all honesty, it could have been the Fairy Ocarina, and that's how I found it, but... that's not how it turned out. Get some decent money from these. Talk to this guy. I don't think it was vanilla last time I did this. Who knows? Let's see if I can also get the business scrub to come out. There he is. So I don't remember exactly how much his check is. I want to say you only have to pay 10 for it. But I'm also thinking that it might just be 100 straight up, which I can't afford, but it doesn't hurt to check. So you just got to follow him all the way down until you find his hole. Then we go down when he goes down his hole, and then you go down there later. He'll be there, and then he'll be like, "Hey, how did you find my hole? You're not supposed to be down here, and I'll sell this to you if you keep quiet." And it's a piece of heart, normally. And it's either just straight up 100 rupees, or it's 100 rupees, but you can talk them down to 10. Yeah, that's just straight up the most here. Is this even randomized, etc.? let's check on that Deku Scrub before I forget to do so later, while he's in his house. Hey, how'd you get in? I did pass your test like 10 minutes ago. This is also not the Bomber's Notebook. I can get the cafe mask. Wherever the cafe mask check is. I can just do that real quick. I think I can talk to Madame Aroma. I think she should be in here. It is 4 o'clock, but... yeah, she's still here. Money for Ocarina of Time. I can't get to the chest above archery. Laundry pool. Looking at the Bremen mask on day 1 and 2. And grab the stray fairy. Bomb shot, bomb bag. I can check that. I can get the land title deed because I have the... I can't get the room key without the Goron mask, I don't think. Some of these are coming up like as actual checks that I can do, even though I can't really do them yet. Before we do anything else in town, I'm going to go ahead and check that Deku business scrub. Just before I forget. Just gotta remember where the grotto is. Here. There he is. Greetings, good sir. I've come to barter. A recovery heart for Ocarina of Time. No thanks. Well, I am glad that turned out to be nothing, because it's like I was kind of wrong on all accounts as to what it was, you know, what the price was, but it's fine because I didn't have to spend any money. Let's go back into town. It's almost nighttime. Oh, it's nighttime now, so I think I can just go ahead and get the stray fairy. I must have to fly to it as a Deku Scrub. I forget. I think that's is it because at night it's on East Clock Town. In the day it's in the laundry pool. And yeah, when it's at night it's up kind of high and you have to fly to it. So I can't do that. I'll come back to that on the next day. I do have a gift for you, friend. You wanted the moon's tear. you'll get me whatever the land title deed is. Or the town title deed. Loads of money. So that is what we call in the business a bust. Alright, I'll pop by the bomb shop to see what the small bomb bag is. See if it's trash or not. Is that a potion, or is that a bottle with a potion in it? Bottles are good. I want the bottle. Bottle icon? No bottle icon to fill in there. That's fine, I suppose. I guess I don't want to. I may as well withdraw the rupees and buy it now. That's fine. And then I can save the old lady and get the big bomb bag. Or see whatever the big bomb bag is. But a bottle is always handy. I think I can make it down to the laundry pool. I think Guru Guru is there, and I can just talk to him and get the Bremen mask. Hold on one second, let me just... Sorry about that. Alright, got that. So West Clocktown is completely dead to me right now. Burger's over here. Let's check. Garbage. Well, it's the potential of being useful, but for right now. Chest above archery, I can't get to without the bunny hood or Zor's mask. Room key, I can't get without the Goron mask. Staff room, I can get on day 3. Honey and Darling, I can likely do on day 3. Great Fairy mask, I need the Stray Fairy for that. And Clocktown map, I don't even know why that's check. I think you can shuffle in the maps, so that does make sense now that I think about it. I'll look at these outside checks later. I want to make sure that I'm in place for stopping Sakon's bullshit. So that I can, at the very least, check and see what the big bomb bag is going to be. We'll have to wait around for a little while, but it's not a big deal because time goes by quickly enough here. And he's going to do his thing about 1-ish. So at the very least, in the meantime, I can check and see what else I can do. Like, even though I have access to the Mountain Village now, there's still nothing I can do up there. Not without sword, I guess. Dodongo's Grotto. I will do that with great pleasure. Peahat Grotto, I can do that. There's 20 rupees southeast. Grotto and Grass, okay. I know where that is. Pillar Grotto, I know how to do that now. That's the maps on Milk Road. Get into the grotto. That's on this road to the Southern Swamp. Climbing the tree. I can get rid of the bats, no problem, because I actually have the bow this time. It's Woodfall Tingle. And then now I can do the, I can hold on to the red potion. And give it to Kolne. Although I don't know if that... I don't know if I would end up missing out on the check for Kotake. But that's what I can do now. Actually, this is an orange. Oh, yeah, that's Kolne's boat cruise and the tour center heart piece. Romani Ranch. Stuff I can't do. I can do Doggy Racetrack, just I would want to have the Mask of Truth for that. So not as many checks as I thought, but still a good amount. There really isn't too much I can do in town right now. I'll make sure to get the Stray Fairy when it's in the laundry pool, because I can just walk up to it. Did I not want to use an arrow? Oops. Okay. Lesson learned. Don't use arrows on that side quest. You'll blow up the prize. So don't do that. I can only assume that the Blast Mask will do the same thing as well, so I will wait until I have a sword. Or equivalent before I do that. So I guess let's just head outside then, because not really much else to do but to do some of these outside checks. Getting on top of the pillars will be easier since there aren't any bomb chews around. I know that there's still the blue bubbles, but they don't go up at you. Which one of these had the grotto in it? So this one had the grotto in it? This is only the second time I've ever done this, so... Had I known it was this easy. Doesn't look like anything good, though. I don't need mini babas. Well, at least I checked it. Got some stone. I can't do that yet. Right, let's go to the southern area. There's 2 chests in the southeast. Let's see, it's 10:30. How much longer do I want to keep going? Do I want to stop at 11, or... I don't know. There's a heart. Where's the grotto? I know it's nearby. There's usually butterflies around it. And it is nearby the chest, though. Nuts now. Why aren't there markers for the bottles? That's weird. There usually are. Oh, one bottle. I have one bottle. Okay. Right, so where is my grotto? Really like to know this information. Go away. I know you're gonna respawn in a minute anyway, but... Are the butterflies not out during the night or something? Is that why I can't find it? Pardon me. Frog's Ocarina game gives the all-night mask. Okay. Information to know, I suppose. Where? Yeah, right, my grotto. I want to go into the grotto and get the chests in there. And it's almost daytime anyway, so Bubble can get off my ass. I'd rather have choo-choos around than the Bubble, honestly. It's not like the curse will do anything. I don't have a sword, but I'd rather not have it harass me while I'm just trying to find the grotto. Right, so it's daytime now. Are the butterflies out? Butterflies in the grotto. I forget where exactly the grotto here is. It's the problem. I know I had to, like paint the floor, so to speak, in order to get at it. Oh, man. Let's go for the pea hat, I guess. And then I'll try to find that grotto later. Knowing my luck, there's something important in there. Avoid Thief Bird. Yeah, where are my butterflies at? I'm not on the open grotto, is it now? It's in the grass. That's annoying. I'm not going to shoot at the bird because Lord knows I'm going to need all of the arrows for my frickin' battle with this pea hat. This P-hats are pain in the ass enough to kill. Although, in all fairness, I could also use the blast mask on him. It has a 15-second cooldown, but I can use it as a weapon. See, there's butterflies. Why couldn't I see him before? Like, the other place. Lock on. Lock on. Keep locked on, please. Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of these. Every time it sounds like it's dead, it's not. Okay, there it goes. Important chest. Let's go. Also give me that health. Alright. Okay, ice arrows for here. And I can use them because I have magic. So that's nice. For some supplies. Alright. Now let's head back to where that grotto is meant to be and see if I can find the grotto. Again. Now that the butterflies are apparently out. Was this it right here the whole time? And it was important. Bomber's notebook. That might help. Where is my bomber's notebook on here? No idea. Here, I can mark off. Yes, I have it there. That should count. Well, okay, that's taken care of. Alright, let's kill some Dodongos. Let's get some sweet vengeance. I mean, I got vengeance before, but not on camera fully. Now we can fully on camera get vengeance on those mean, nasty Dodongos. Because they went down pretty quickly to the bow, if I remember correctly, and I didn't even really have to leave the entrance. It's fantastic. Pop over here. And if I can't finish them off with arrows, I always have the blast mask, because I do know that Dodongos can be quite susceptible to explosions. Oh no! Oh no, you can't hit me from there. Well, I can't. If I hit the wall. Oh no, what's the matter? Whoa. Oh, you're trying to be sneaky, aren't you? Need some more arrows. You should drop purple roop. explosions don't hurt me too much. They do like half a heart of damage. So hopefully they should be enough to whittle down his health. Enough to kill it before I die. I'm out of arrows. I didn't realize that the P-Hat would take that many arrows to kill. Excellent. And it's important. And all kinds of key items today. Great Fairy Mask. That'll actually help in wrangling stray fairies. So I don't have to fly up toward it anymore. That's kind of neat. I'll deposit these rupees, and I can get the stray fairy and turn it in for I guess whatever the Great Fairy's Mask is supposed to be. I guess the other check for the Great Fairy. I'm still not sure what triggers that. It might be I need the Deku Mask. Go ahead and put that on there, and then this. This gets us. If it's anything like the last 5 checks, it'll be something important. Who knows? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty useful. Where are the mask selections on? That. I don't know. I don't like how all those are like on the same check thing. Whoops. Sorry about that. I tripped over the wire on my mic. Yeah, I don't see the use of like not giving them each their own check for Ocarina of Time, but that'll be easy for a good check. I can do a check in Lost Woods for that. Honey and Darling, one day I'm gonna do day 3 for that. I can't get the room key. Can't get chest above archery. I could get the Clock Town map if I had some arrows. I can probably scrounge for some arrows here. Pull up. Where's the blast mask? Gotta be careful. Make sure I don't, kill myself here, but it's just all rupees. Just kinda hoping for some arrows, but not much you can do. don't see myself buying anything anytime soon, so I may as well go ahead and... I don't care. Arrows in here? No. I may as well go ahead and deposit these rupees, since I'm not going to be using them for anything. I wonder... I think since I still did the whole thing with Sakon, even if I just ended up disintegrating him, I think I can still check what the all-night mask will be on night 3. I just gotta make sure when it's going from day 3 to night 3, I gotta be on the inn's roof. Because otherwise I can't get in the front door. And the upper door is always open. I just can't fly up there. So if I'm outside, they can't kick me out of the inn. And if I just wait on the roof, I can go into the upper door and then into the staff room and get the chest in there when they're not there on night 3. Deposit. No, it's not quite going to be 200, but I should be able to get 200. Before the cycle's done. I still need arrows. Maybe I'll find some arrows on the way to where I'm going. I'm sure there'll be some in some bushes someplace. Yeah, there's some. Okay, good. Good, good. I mainly didn't need those to kill the bats around the tree, so I can get up the tree without worry. Because there's a check up in the tree. There's a grotto nearby, too, that I need to get into as well. I did not realize Wolfos would be in the equation at night. There's the grotto. More important checks. Swamp title deed. Ooh. That means I can check in with Poopy Hand on night 3 as well. Get out of my face, dude. Seriously. Stop. Bats are after me too. I don't have the arrows to deal with you, my dude. This is what I need the arrows for these guys. I did not think that wolves would be out here too. Now I'm going to die. Wait, no, I'm not. I have a potion. Whatever, I'll get a free potion later. Just let me up the fucking tree, dude. That's all I ask, is let me up the tree. So I can get money. Alright, can't win them all. And to be fair, there was no way that I would have known what that was, unless I climbed up there. So now I know never to go up there ever again. I'm not gonna deal with the witches on this cycle. There's already some kind of planning I want to do in town. I mean, I know it's only a couple of checks, but still. I want to make sure that I have enough rupees to deposit so I can get my 200 check. I want to make sure that I have money to spend on the Honey and Darling game. Because day 3 is the one that I can do. And I want to make sure that I'm in place to get stuff done on night 3 in the inn. Now with on the rupee side of the equation, I can just deposit what I need and then just withdraw what I need right after I do the check. So I'll just do that. Because there's basically infinite sources of money around the town. Just, you don't get a lot of them every time you check. Like, this is a good way to get a decent amount of rupees, I would say. So that should be enough to trigger 100 or 200. Let's see what I get from that. But I've also got to make sure on night 3 to leave back to Hyrule, because otherwise, if I die, I lose all my progress, more or less. Well, no, I have been saving at the Owls, so that helps. Alright, give me this. This part. I'll withdraw 20. Just in case. I don't know exactly how many I need. And I also do want to check to see if the all-night mask is on, display and see what that check is going to end up being. Can just move time forward to the next morning, so I can get a jump start on the Honey and Darling game. Here. So hopefully I can do this okay. It's pretty easy compared to other, because you have infinite arrows for one thing. While the targets are moving, there aren't a lot of them to hit. They're all pretty much in a row and pretty straightforward, but still not perfect. they don't just, like, leave and never come back. There are more of them than I thought there were, however, but I got it. So that's why I left that one as, like, the only archery minigame that I would really care about doing. That's important. Good thing I did that. Hell yes. Where is my... There. That is access to Zora's domain for Child Link. There's a lot of green lighting up in Hyrule. That's great. Now here's the tedious part. I do have to wait outside on the roof. I can't just like go to the Scarecrow and say, go to night of day 3, because then I can't get up onto the roof and get inside the inn. Can I just go in here? Okay. No, I can't go in. Just go in there. So, I gotta wait up here until night. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make a note of this on my end, just to watch out for it in editing. I'm going to go ahead and cut until I get to that point. So that'll just be 2 seconds. Actually, real quick, because I have plenty of time, and I actually have some money on me, just buy a map from Tingle. At the very least of this area. It doesn't hurt to have the maps, honestly. And it's only 5 rupees for... this map. Alright. I will now head back to the inn's roof, and I will meet you back there at nighttime. 2 seconds. Alright, it's nighttime now, and I'm going to go ahead and check. I don't know if it's later at night when I can get at the... Nope, I can do it right now. Cool. And it really wasn't worth it, but... now I gotta do some more waiting, because I'm fairly sure Poopy Hand doesn't come out until midnight. Yeah. And I don't know if it comes out on day 3. Let me check, because I don't know if, because I know that the staff is gone. They fled the moon. Let me just check the hours. No, it doesn't have hours on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and jump cut again to... I'll wait outside just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna go ahead and jump cut to midnight to see if the toilet hand is there. And if he is, I will give him a nice piece of paper with which he will wipe himself, I'm assuming, and will then give me a check. And then once that's done, I'm going to... Then from there we can go to the Curiosity Shop and see if they're still open. Because I think they're open until like 4 a.m. Let's see if the all-night mask check is in place. So yeah, 2 seconds, I'll go ahead and cut to midnight. Alright, it's just about midnight now. I'm going to go ahead and head on in. I don't think it should kick me out. I know that, like I said, the staff have fled from the moon, but, like, I don't know if there's, like, some automatic timer thing that's still going to kick me out at closing time. No, I seem to be okay. So will he come out? Yes, he does! Nice. Alright, well. Here, have some paper in this trying time. What are you going to give me? Money. That's a good amount of money I can deposit into the bank, at the very least. So let's quickly head to East or West Clocktown. Very quickly. The Curiosity Shop should still be open. And I should be able to at least check and see what the all-night mask is. And then I'm going to deposit this money, and then I'm going to leave. And then I think I'm going to cut it for the night. Because it's 11:15, I'm kind of getting tired. Okay, it's just a heart piece, I don't care. It's not gonna be a time heart piece. I'm not spending 500 rupees on a piece of heart for Ocarina of Time. Alright, well, at least we know that's a bust, so I don't have to worry about doing anything with that. So I'm gonna deposit 60 rupees here. Scoot back out to Hyrule. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here. I feel a lot better having those mini games turned off, essentially. I'd rather not have them there, and I feel a lot more confident in being able to complete this seed. It's gonna take, I would say, maybe I want to say 3 or 4 more sessions. I don't know. I can't predict the future. And both of these randomizers, from what I understand, do tend to be kind of long anyway. So let me go ahead and take out these checks here. Where's All Night Mask? Well, it doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and when we come back, I'm going to go ahead and... I think I'm going to stick around in past Hyrule for a bit, because there's a lot of checks that have come up. And then, of course, we do have the hook shot, and there's a whole hell of a lot that we can do, including full clearing the Forest Temple. Which will net us the Shadow Medallion, at the very least. But, that will be for possibly next time. So we'll actually make some decent, real big progress in the coming session. But until then, I've been Captain Floofers, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?